Kaya everyone, thank you for the opportunity to share these flora remedies with you. I'm going to introduce Xanthorrhoea preissei, grass tree, who's sitting behind me, or Balga as they're known in Noongar language. There's 11 stated interest in doing the trituration, 5 attended, 4 women and 1 man. We triturated the gum, leaves, fronds, the fronds are the leaves, the flower stalk, trunk, and some of the bark. Now, I'm going to present this remedy to you in a slightly different way to the others. I'm going to present my journey of Balga. My journey shows the themes that all of the triturators experienced, and it shows what a trituration can be like. And also my understanding is that the Aboriginals told their knowledge, their story, what was given to them or entrusted to them as their learning. And I thought I'd do it that way as an honour to them. I've removed the physical symptoms. That's all in the handouts, and there's more information in the handout as well. I've removed it because it helps bring the story into a more smoother rhythm, and it condenses a 24-hour period down a little bit more. It begins about 10 days prior to the trituration. A sense of being pulled into the ground, heavy, slow, descending sensation. At the trituration on the C1 level, the earth, centre, ground, hide in the centre of the earth, slowly walking through a doorway, spongy grass, cool earth and cool grass under my feet. I can smell the earth, the clean, fresh soil. There's train track sounds in my bowl, spiralling down into the ground, and vapours spiralling upwards into the air, a two-way spiralling. I see lots of rocks, and there's a woman with crazy hair in my bowl, and she's laughing. I say hi, and she replies, "Come sit." I see ridges on the earth, and I'm walking a path spiralling into a gully. I'm following her. There are Aboriginal boys around the age of 12 to 14, around puberty age. They are walking the same path. You will be told what the mothers know, and for this, just sit with us. I'm sitting on the earth with a bunch of women in a gully, lots of trees around. The sky is clear blue. Patience. Just sit, wait. There's no hurry. Go to C6. And I'm thinking, oh great, another hour of doing this. Yeah, wrists actually get a little bit tired. Overnight, between the C1 and the C2, I wake feeling that there is a man that has come onto the veranda where we were triturating. He's just come to have a look, see what we're doing. Later, the woman says, "We help the boys become good men, not weak men. We bring the boys up. They are our babies, cuddles. Then they go to the men. They go off to the men to become good men. If they want to come back to us, to their mummies, we beat them." And she picks up a stick and she starts animating, hitting a child over the head and on the back and around the arms. And she says, "You do this and they run away." And she's laughing. They cannot come back to us. This is how we help them become good men. Then their job is to make sure that we have a house and food when we're old. This is their job. No more cuddles from us. They want cuddles, they go and get a wife. And she's laughing again. The Living Essences of Australia consider that the theme of the remedy Balga is the maturing of the male principle of creativity. Balga has the capacity to assist in transitioning energy of the negative male principle, aggressiveness, dominance, a sense of overpowering another, transitioning this into assertiveness and forthrightness, to help develop a capacity to carry oneself and one's responsibilities in society, to aid people to become comfortable with their sexuality, and to aid developing their creative endeavours and to act on them. In the C2, the emotional level, I want to shut my eyes. Layers of minerals in the earth as I walk the path in bare feet. We absorb history of the earth through our feet, I'm told. I'm sitting with the women again, laughing, joking, waiting, sitting, waiting. We are here to look after you while you're here. They're laughing again. No, not that way. The wrong way. Go back. We're watching you. And I've just started actually triturating the other way because your arm gets tired, your wrist gets worn out. I have a sense that I'm being tested with time and with patience, and the grinding is sticky. It's like glue. After a while, we're walking in different country now. We walk into a cave and we start spiralling down. I wonder what I'm being shown, and I'm told, it's cool out there and it's hot. Wrong way around, sorry. It's hot out there, it's cool in here. And they're laughing at me again. They're laughing at me a lot, actually. Good spring water in here, lots of minerals. There's a woman in another section of the cave who is pregnant and seems to be in labour. Make a tea, it helps open her bones, the Balga's implied. There are small children and their mothers with us. One child goes up to the labouring woman and gets down and calls into her vagina for the baby to come out. Big baby, baby must be a boy, needs the tea. All the women agree and they're all laughing. The C3, the mental, intellect, reasoning level. Why do you want to know our knowledge? There is a man standing in front of me with a very long spear, an angry, impatient, defensive stance. I mentioned that we're exploring finding healing plants or their qualities. No! Not share with you. Not want to share. I keep actually hitting my fingers as I'm triturating because he's quite scary. We are here to protect the women, to protect the knowledge. Every time I go to speak, I get a defensive attack stance from him. So I just quietly continue triturating and not say anything, not engage. The women come and tell him I'm okay. He listens to them and he seems to be musing over what they've said. The women accept you. I accept you a little bit. He continues, this plant, this knowledge is what makes us men. If we give it to you, you a woman, then I will be less of a man. It is very old, is very deep. It is very slow knowledge. The world out there is new, does not understand this older knowledge. Balgas are monocotyledon, and monocotyledons are considered to be amongst the oldest plants on the earth. And I'm taking my thoughts from Jenny Tree's seminar on orchids in October 2020, where she accesses Mikhail Yaki's themes of monocotyledons, of oneness, life is just about me, self-centered, cannot relate to others, difficulty in connecting, and struggle to see another's point of view. And the C4, connecting with our heart, viewing situations with acceptance, and the polarity drops off. I've lost my mojo with grinding. If I go any slower, I'm going to stop. There seems to be a council meeting. All are talking and everybody knows. The men speak. She cannot know. She is woman. She speak a different language. The women speak. She could listen. The men speak. She needs to better listen. There are lineal and vertical lines in my bowl. In the C5, the sense of I or the self becomes not primary. It's the we that becomes primary. The collective realm, or where the effect of the individual's unconscious aspects start to play out. Seeds fly and spread on the wind. There's a doorway in the sky, in the stars, and I walk through. There are golden, translucent orbs everywhere. They are beings. There's much going on here, but it's difficult for me to understand what I'm actually seeing. A guide arrives. This is where you come when you prepared for another life. I can smell fresh, growing, lush grass. The guide says, just observe. There are hundreds and thousands of these orbs in the oceans, in the waters, and they're seething golden and rainbow orbs. The guide says, what would you like to see? I hesitate, but basically I'd like to see the resolve of the masculine and feminine issues that have been coming up in the past levels of trituration. I'm not quite sure about my words, but I am sort of flying ad hoc here. The guide says, there's no male, there's no female here. That's only on Earth. You're on Earth to learn male. You're on Earth to learn female. We walk to the top of a mountain and he asks me to leap off. Nothing to fear, because if you do leap off, you'll end up in this place anyway. He's referring to the place where the orbs are. You can see the orbs that are on Earth. He's now showing me a vision of Earth. They have a heavy darkness in them and a cord. It's the darkness that causes the problems on Earth. The cord keeps you on Earth. The C6. At the beginning, I was told we needed to go to the C6. It's the collective unconscious. It's the ancestry, mankind as a whole level. The guide says there will be many coming to Earth soon that have the cord, but not the heavy darkness, not the sludge in their orbs. The dark sludge is not necessary. Let it go. When will this be? I ask. This is when the wars finish. I've really gone to another place now. When will the wars finish? I ask. Not yet, he replies. The cord is what grounds you to Earth. There is a calmness around me, and I'm spending doodle time grinding and scraping. I realise there's been lots of images in my bowl. The guide says, you do not need to react. It all passes. Access love. It eases everything. The grinding is sticky again like it was in the beginning. Many men's faces pass by in my mortar. A tribal man, a European knight with armour, a snake. It's finishing. The healing responses from the group, one of the triturators had an easing of her menopause symptoms, the hot flushes that she'd been experiencing, and a return of her menses after about 5 or 6 months. One triturator who was in the midst of her father passing felt that she had more spiritual energy, felt stronger within herself to carry the responsibilities that were she felt put upon her by her family. And another triturator felt calm and relaxed. Coronavirus is not bothering me at all. I remain calm and deliberate in this time of crisis. I'd like to acknowledge the triturators that did the trituration. We've got no idea what's actually going to come up, so it can be quite an experience. Thank you. And Robin Hayworth, who led the group through the trituration. And I hope you enjoyed the story. And have a look at the notes. You'll find them quite interesting, and the themes are quite condensed within the notes. Thank you. Bye.